Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Noor Aisyah binti Muhammad Rosi Shambuddin, metric number 281528. I will start this presentation with the definition of ABC and ABM together with the Maii ABM model. To understand the relationship, let us first take a look at what these two terms mean. Activity-based costing, ABC. It is a method of assigning indirect costs to products and services based on the activities they require. The focus of ABC is on accurate information about the true cost of products, services, processes, activities, distribution channels, customer segments, contracts, and projects. Meanwhile, activity-based management, ABM, is a type of analysis that helps an organization determine its strengths and weaknesses. It also can be defined as the entire set of actions that can be taken on a better informed basis using ABC information. It is a method of analyzing and evaluating a company's business activities. ABM makes this cost and operating information useful by providing value analysis, cost drivers, and performance measures to initiate, drive, or support improvement efforts and to improve decision making. In an organization with various products and services, management wants to know which of their products and services makes them the most profit. To get them the answer, we have to determine the cost. Where do we begin? If we want the accuracy, we need activity-based management. It detects where it's losing money, time, and effort. The analysis look at the production activity that add value to the company and which one don't. Hence, management can make decisions on whether to enhance, streamline, or even cut certain activities. Remember that ABM use ABC to determine the cost of each activity. ABC and ABM are a continuum of value. ABM is the application of the ABC data to manage product portfolios and business processes better. The success of one depends on the other. Next, I will talk about the Consortium for Advanced Management International ABM model, or we call it as Maii ABM model. This model depicts the key relationship between ABC on the left and the management analysis tools, or ABM, that are needed to bring the full realization of the benefits of ABC to the organization. The cross-vertical component, where ABC begins, takes a cost assignment view. Resources and activities are assigned here through the use of drivers to products, customers, etc. in order to get at the cost object. ABC gets at cost, profit, and revenue. It provides an answer to what things cost. For Maii cross-horizontal component, or ABM, it takes a process view using cost drivers and performance measures to answer why things have cost. ABM is where the power lies. It analyzes and assists decision making. For example, competitive advantage, product pricing, determining trade-off, or decision to outsource. Think of a cost management tool that directs and supports your strategy. And there you have ABM. And yet the only way to get there is through the detailed analytics and costing in ABC.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Muhammad Faiz Redzwan bin Nizam with metric number 281885, and I'm going to talk about the stages in activity-based management. But before we get into that, let's have a comparison between the steps of ABC, also known as activity-based costing, and ABM, or activity-based management. From the slide, we can see that there are striking similarities of steps between the two. In ABC, we first need to define activities cost pools, and activity measure. Then, assign overhead costs to activity cost pools. After that, calculate activity rates. And finally, assign overhead costs to cost objects. While in ABM, we first need to identify the activities that the organization performs. And 2, calculate the cost of each activity. And 3, identify the activity cost driver for each activity. In step 1, why do we need to identify the activities that the organization perform? Organizations, especially big ones, perform a large number of different activities, up to the thousands. It doesn't seem practical to identify each and every activity it performs. So, significant activities will need to be identified, maybe based on the amount of time that is spent performing them, or based on the expected cost. With this in mind, some organizations may try to define only up to 30 high-level activities, while other organizations may define much more detailed activity lists. Activities that may take place in a manufacturing organization may or may not include, depending on the type of organization, machine setup, production job scheduling, receiving materials, running machines, and introduction of new products. Next, to calculate the cost of each activity, All indirect costs must be apportioned to certain activities that they relate, using an appropriate basis of cost. For example, to estimate how much time is spent on each of the activities, staff may be asked, so that factory staff costs can be apportioned to the relevant activities. Other costs, such as lighting, will also have to be apportioned. This is similar to the principle of allocating and apportioning costs to cost centers in traditional absorption costing. Only by having the information about costs of each activity may be all that is required for ABM. Then, at number 3, we need to identify the cost driver. So, what is the cost driver? In simple words, the cost of an activity depends on the cost driver. In ABM, it is recognized that the cost of a particular activity may depend on something other than volume of output, unlike traditional costing. For example, in the case of scheduled production jobs, the cost driver may be the number of production runs. Other examples include setup machine activity, where number of setups is the driver, running machine activity with machine hour as the driver, and receive materials, where number of receipts is the driver. And that is all from me. Thank you.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Rohayu binti Husni Hidayat with matrix number 280794. I will present about ABC comes first, ABM second approach. The concept of activity-based costing and activity-based management should be applied in a company to help solve the operational and strategic problems. Gary Keynes suggests that a company should use ABC for strategic cost reporting and immediately use the results. Using the same information from the strategic ABC, the company then should look closely at the operational cost issues and apply ABM. The relationship between ABC and ABM can be seen by ABC comes first, ABM second approach. By using this approach, there are two ways for ABM to use the same ABC data, which is disaggregate the activity costs and their output to allow more details. By added details will bring more opportunities to uncover possible benefits. This method usually requires the use of smaller dedicated ABC models to give this level of details, and it aids manager to understanding how the complexity of modern company influence cost. Second method is calculate business process cost by using cost prior to ABC and look at how the work is sequenced in time. Then apply ABM techniques to find the sources of problems. Data helps management with root cause analysis and decision making for ABM. First, ABC data helps management understanding the true cost of work. Companies simply have little clue of what activities make up their external and internal outputs, or how much of this cost of each activity is consumed. Companies should adopt process-based thinking, which recognizes that all processes have outputs. Mini ABC models can be built within the larger level outputs, allowing for more learning and discovery about the organization's cost structure. Second, top-down versus bottom-up ABC and ABM. The ABC comes first approach enables a model to construct it quickly so management able to see quick results. Managers acquire a better grasp of their cost structure and master the ABC and ABM design by looking at activity costs in big picture, which will help them build more detailed ABM models. Management must take a broad view of the business process and appreciate the significant benefits that a more precise accounting system may provide. Besides, the last point is sustaining an ABC and ABM system. ABC and ABM should be seen as an enabler for other improvement programs. The output of ABC and ABM is always used as an input by another system. Thus, the connection between ABC and ABM will become clear once the necessary level of aggregation is attained. Is the benefit of ABC comes first, ABM second approach. First, raise prices. This especially where there is little or negative volume impact from loss of sales. This is because Any incremental price will go straight to the bottom line. Second, rationalize the mix. This is so that the company can increase the profit and reduce their losses. Lastly, the approach helps fix the process and remove waste. That is all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Alia Sufia binti Muhammad Rizal, metro number 280819. So today I'm going to talk about operational ABM. ABM enables a company to achieve its objective while using less resources. ABM is defined as a practice that includes all elements of activities as a strategy for enhancing the value received by customer, as well as the profit generated by producing the value. ABC serves as the major data source for ABM, which includes cost driver analysis, activity analysis, and performance monitoring. Using ABC data, ABM focuses on how to redirect and enhance resource use to boost the value offered to customers and other stakeholders. ABM achieves its objective through two primary applications, which are operational and strategic ABM. Now, I will discuss about operational ABM, which is doing things right. Operational ABM is responsible for activities that improve operational efficiency and reduce production costs. It emphasizes doing things right and effectively. Total quality management, TQM, performance measurement, and activity management are among the approaches used in this operational ABM. Its advantages are measurable in terms of lower costs and increased income. Activity analysis, activity-based costing, business process re-engineering, total quality management, and performance management are some of the key tools of operational ABM. A core advantages of activity-based management is that costs are categorized according to the activities instead of traditional cost categorized. For example, in traditional costing system, may look like staff costs, cost of sales, depreciation, and many more. But in activity-based management system, costs may look like direct material costs, received material, direct labor costs, and many more. As a result, the managers will get much more accurate and reliable information by activity-based management tool. ABM does not have to be used alone. It may be used in conjunction with other performance management strategies like total quality management, Six Sigma, and business process re-engineering, where the information given can help the projects. Costs are divided into cost of compliance, appraisal, and preventative costs, and cost of non-conformance in total quality management, internal and external failure costs. The goal of TQM is to lower non-conforming costs. Organizations can more effectively assess these quality-related costs and track progress with activity-based management. Six Sigma, business process improvement, and process re-engineering are all aimed at achieving major one-time discontinuous improvement in certain business processes in order to enhance efficiency and customer satisfaction. ABM can help this method in a number of ways. First, identifying processes that need improvement and establishing priorities. Second, providing cost justification for proceeding with the project. Third, monitoring the benefits of the project. When it comes to setting priorities, ABM allows management to see which activities or processes are consuming the most resources and where the most costs may be saved. It can also development of target where management believe significant improvement could be made. These are typically processes that are highly fragmented and include employees from a variety of departments. Many business improvement projects will involve significant capital investment. Thus, a cost-benefit analysis will be required to determine whether it is worthwhile to proceed. ABM can provide more accurate data regarding the possible savings from a project, resulting in a more accurate evaluation. Many firms do not assess the benefits of business process improvement project after it is complete, and in some cases do not take full advantages of them. ABM models also provide information on the expenses incurred on various activities, making it easy to track how much a project has reduced the cost of a particular activity.
The first application of strategy ABM is to help decide which products or services to make. The use of ABC enables the cost per unit of a product or service to be measured accurately, and therefore the profit per unit can be predicted. Many organizations find that when they rank their products according to total profit, it is typical that 20% of their product can generate 300% of the company's profit. This means that between them, the remaining 80% of product lose 200% of the company's profit. The loss-making products are normally those that are produced in low volumes or require a high level of customization. While it may be tempting to suggest that all such loss-making products should be stopped, there are two possible dangers to such a simplistic decisions. First, if 80% of the products were stopped, demand for the remaining 20% might fall, as many customers prefer to buy all their requirements from one supplier. A second danger is that even if the business were to stop producing the loss-making products, the costs associated with them would not all be safe. A more realistic approach that can be used is to adjust the price of the loss-making products, or to employ tools such as target costing to reduce the cost. A second application of ABM is customer profitability analysis, where overheads are allocated to customers using activity-based management processes to obtain a more accurate analysis of the profit or loss generated by each customer. In traditional costing, it is assumed that if a customer generates positive contribution, then servicing that customer must increase the profits of the company. This ignores the fact that many fixed overhead costs are customer specific, such as the time spent by customer service departments. Using ABM, overhead costs are also apportioned to customers using appropriate cost drivers, giving a more accurate picture of how profitable each customer is. Such exercises have produced surprising results for many businesses, where the best customers have often turned out to generate losses when ABM is employed. In hometown, there are several providers of electricity, and domestic consumers can easily switch from one provider to another. One of the providers of electricity is First Electric. The company recently had an aggressive advertising campaign and increased its customer base from 30,000 users to 40,000. Management was surprised to discover that this led to a fall in profits. The company introduced customer profitability analysis using activity-based principle. The analysis identified the following activities along with their cost per unit of driver.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Naamira Keti binti Adua, metric number 280407. I will discuss about the how ABC become ABM, evolution of ABM, and the last one I will discuss about the conclusion in this topic. ABC and ABM are a continuum of value. ABM is application of ABC data to manage product portfolio and business processes better. ABC become ABM when it used to design product and service that meet or exceed customer expectation and can be produced and delivery at a profit. Second, to signal where either continuous or discontinuous improvement in quality, efficiency, and speed are needed. Third, to quote product mix and investment decision. Fourth, to negotiate about price, product feature, quality, delivery, and service with customer. The next one is to employ efficiency and effective distribution and service process to target market and customer segment. The next one is to improve the value of organization product and service. The last one is to choose among alternative supplies. The next topic that I will discuss is evolution of ABM. The benefit of ABM and ABC are greatest in organizations that have high indirect costs. A major reason for the increase in the use of ABC in the last 30 years has been the fact that as manufacturing processes have become more IT-based and sophisticated, overhead costs have increased while direct costs, particularly labor, have fallen. ABC is more useful in organizations with a wider range of products, as it is this organization that will have the more difficulty in allocating overhead costs among different products. IBM can be criticized for being too inwardly focused. It aims to increase profit by reducing the cost of activity that is already performed. It does not consider external factors such as change in consumer demand for a product. Users of IBM and ABC often assume that all overhead costs are variable. This is not the case, and some overhead costs will be fixed, so will not be safe if activity are reduced. IBM is also complex and is expensive to implement. For small business or business with a narrow product range, the benefit of implementing IBM may not justify the cost. Conclusion: many of the information obtained in IBM is derived from information collected from another management instrument, which is ABC. IBM focuses on business process and management activity that drive organization business objectives, while ABC sets to identify and reduce cost drivers by optimizing capital. Both ABC and IBM are management instruments that allow manage organizational operations to enhance the efficiency of a business entity or an entire organization. ABC may be considered as an offshoot of IBM. By mapping business costs such as supply, wages, and lens operation to business operation, good customer and sales activity. ABC tends to increase overall management performance and accountability. So, the whole conclusion, we can say that ABC and IBM is relate each other and help each other. Both IBM and ABC have their own function that can help each other to operate the function so well in organization. I think that's all from our group. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum.